Biafra, where you dey? We dey wait for you to come our way. Simon Ekpa, you dey fight like lion, keeping Biafra safe from Zion. Oh mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our prime minister. We no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Free am now before it's too late. Freedom no be small something. Now waiting we dey demand without fronting. Biafra land we want am strong. We Simon Ekpa we go march along. From the east to the west we dey shout. Mama Biafra, yeah, I'll call no doubt. Enemies close, but we stand up tall. Together we rise, we no go follow. Oh mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our prime minister. We no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Free am now before it's too late. In unity we go dey strive. Fight for freedom, we go alive. With courage and strength we dey fight. Mama Biafra, our guiding light. Oh mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our prime minister. We no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Free am now before it's too late. Freedom no be small something. Now waiting we dey demand without fronting. Biafra land we want them strong. With Simon Ekpa we go march along. From the east to the west we dey shout. Mama Biafra, yeah, I call no doubt. Enemies close but we stand tall. Together we rise, we no go fall.
Biafra. Agitate for Biafra, my right, agitate, my right. They done this from this level now to terrorism.
Breaking news reaching us now, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has been arrested, extradited to Nigeria, and is right now being arraigned at the Federal High Court in Abuja. Kanu is facing charges bordering on treasonable felony instituted against him at the Federal High Court.
It was an unjust war.
Long ago, in the heart of Biafra, a nation was born from the ashes of war. A war that scarred the land and its people, yet it never killed the spirit of freedom.
The war aim of Biafra is purely to prevent ourselves being slaughtered, nothing more.
It was in this land scarred by conflict, that Nnamdi Kanu was born, a son destined to revive the dream of independence for Biafra.
And if anybody is going to judge our success and failure in this war, it will have to depend on how much we have prevented the enemy from killing us.
Raised with the echoes of his ancestors' struggles, Kanu understood that the wounds of war ran deep in the hearts of his people. The scars from the Biafran War, which ravaged the land and cost countless lives, had never healed. The dream of an independent Biafra, broken but not forgotten, lived on in the hearts of those who survived. It was these voices, these memories, that called him to action. As Nnamdi Kanu grew, so did his voice. He became a preacher of justice, a messenger for those who were unheard. He spoke not just for his generation, but for all those whose lives were shattered by the war. The pain of the past was alive within him, and his words resonated with the cries of the oppressed. But as Kanu's message spread, so did the fear of the establishment. His calls for self-determination grew louder, shaking the very foundations of the government. They feared the revival of a Biafran spirit, one that could awaken the wounds of the past and ignite a new conflict. And so, they moved against him. Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, his body captured, but his spirit unbroken. The authorities believed that imprisoning him would extinguish the fire he had started. But they failed to understand the depths of his cause. The pain of the war, the bloodshed of the past, was not something easily forgotten. It was a flame that could never be fully extinguished. His arrest became a symbol of the struggle that began in the blood-soaked fields of the Biafran War. The demand for freedom was still alive. The fight for justice continued, not just for Nnamdi Kanu, but for all the lives lost, for all the children born into a world of scars. The fight for Biafra is not just his fight. It is the fight of all those who have ever dreamed of a free land. And though the past may haunt the present, the future is still unwritten. As long as the story of Nnamdi Kanu is told, as long as the voices of his people rise, the dream of Biafra lives on. Arrested again, 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 and yet again.
I agitate for Biafra. I agitate for Biafra, my right to agitate, my right. They They turned it from listable felony now to terrorism.
This is Nnamdi Kanu speaking. Biafra land, listen. They thought they could silence me, but they didn't just cage me. They caged your spirit. They made you forget that our land still bleeds, that our people still suffer, that nothing has changed. 5 years in chains. But what about you? Are you not free? Or have they bound your voice with fear? The struggle was never about me, it was about you, your children, your land, your future. So I ask you, where is the fire that once burned in your heart? Where is the voice that once roared for freedom? Wake up! Rise again. Speak. Act. Remember who you are. This is Nnamdi Kanu.
They come and tell you those lies. There is unity in diversity. There is progress in diversity. Our diversity is our strength. Madness. The diversity in Nigeria is the source of death you are seeing today. The diversity in Nigeria is the source of poverty you are seeing in Nigeria. The diversity in Nigeria is the source of failure you are seeing. The source of the insecurity you are seeing today is because of that diversity. Diversity you have in Nigeria is not a strength. It is destruction, death, failure, and backwardness. Take it to the bank. Until you divide that contraption and let people go their separate ways, to your tent, O Israel. Let people go their separate ways according to their value system. The people in the old Southeastern region have the same value system. They have the same value system in their culture, in their religion, in their food, in their way of life. The same thing in the Southwest. They have the same value system in their culture, in their way of thought, in their way of life, in their identity. They have the same. The same thing in the North. They have the same value system in their culture, in their religion, in their way of life, and the way they think. The same you come to the Middle Belt. The same value system in their culture, in their way of life, in the way they do things. Allow these people to go their separate ways. It is not an evil request to make. It is not a request made out of envy, out of anger or jealousy. It is a fact that people do not want to talk about. It has been tried and it worked in so many places. It works in Europe, it works in Asia. Why wouldn't it work in Africa? Why? Why won't it work? It has worked in other places and people had peace. It worked between Malaysia and Singapore. Both of them now are growing effectively, perfectly well, competing at the highest level in technology and economy. A very excellent example, Malaysia and Singapore, divided along people that have similar interests, people that have the same value. The Singaporeans are mostly Chinese. Singaporeans are mostly Chinese. And they have a different value system, way of life, way of thought, and way of thinking. And they moved on their own and do something. You come to Malaysia, you see mostly they are Muslims. Very intelligent, very focused, very well mannered, and they know what they want. And with this separation, two of them still mingle together. There are people in Malaysia that are working in Singapore. And there are people in Singapore that are working in Malaysia. They come to work every morning from this side and this side, and they have no problem with that. Everybody respects each other. Once you cross into Singapore, you know their laws, you know their rules, you respect it. You cross into Malaysia, you know their laws, you know their rules, you respect it. And there are some Singaporeans that feel that they are much better in Malaysia. They go to Malaysia, you see them, they are enjoying themselves and they are very comfortable with life. There are some Malaysians that prefer to be in Singapore. They go there, get their citizenship, and they are there. Excellent example, and it is working perfectly well without any grudges. Why won't it work in Africa? Why is the West preventing that to happen in Nigeria? Why is the West preventing that to happen in Nigeria? Some of the idiots, some of them will come out and tell you, oh, you have intermarried. Because intermarried, how are we going to do now that we have remarried? Madness. That is an idiotic, the worst comment I have always had. And you hear it from people who call themselves lawmakers. You hear it from people who call themselves elites. People that call themselves elites and lawmakers, they will come on a national TV and they will be using marriage as a measure to continue to hold the zoological republic together. Even when these idiots, some of them, their children are married to people in other countries. Their children are married to people, they are holding passports of other countries. But when it comes to saving life, allowing people to grow and progress, they begin to give you an excuse and they tell you diversity is your strength. The worst propaganda I've ever had. The earlier we face the fact, the better. And that is why we are doing what we are doing. We will continue to speak, whether they like to listen or not. Somehow, somebody is going to hear us somewhere. Because I still believe there are people of conscience in the United Kingdom, there are people of conscience in the United States, there are people that have conscience in the West. Even when the Biafran war was going on, there are people in the UK that we are debating that joined the protest to ask their governments to stop the madness, stop the genocide. There are people that have conscience. And that is why it is important that whenever you meet our platform, you help us to share video. Even if you cannot speak, share the program. Continue to share it to all platforms wherever you are. You never can tell who will come across the information. It can save life. It will go a long way to save life. We will continue to debate until we are free. What you have in the Zoological Republic of Nigeria is a time bomb. And it is even worse now that the terrorists are completely in charge of the territory. The only reason why terrorism has succeeded in Nigeria is because of this same value system. This same value system is why terrorism is progressing. Because of the chaotic interests of a certain group in Nigeria, they open their arms and welcome terrorists to come and help them get land. And now you see the result. You see the result of allowing terrorists to go because of the conflict of interest. They felt that they can be able to use the terrorists to overcome other places. And they opened the boundaries, opened their boundaries open and said, the boundaries are open. Gave some of them citizenship and they came in and began to take lives. A chaotic scene that we have always seen everywhere. And that is why today They have finally come and they have captured the country. The country today is in the hand of the terrorists, and there is nothing you can do about it. The only solution to solve this problem is to divide the country along people that have the same value system. Once the division is being done, this interest will die a natural death. The northern part of Nigeria that's called themselves Arewa will be forced to protect their top border. The middle belt will be forced to protect their border. The Oduduwa people will protect their border, and Biafrans will protect their border. Then and only then there will be a healthy competition among these people, and growth will come, security will come, good economy will come. Anything short of this is a waste of time and energy. That is why we are speaking the way we are speaking. That is why we are doing what we are doing. We are pursuing solutions. We are not like those who complain. That is the difference between us and those who call themselves human rights activists in Nigeria. Every human rights activist in Nigeria is playing to the gallery. They want to make themselves popular. They only create a situation where they will become popular, and then they earn a means of livelihood, and that is it. Even though they know the solution, they will not support the solution as long as that solution is not in the hand of the majority. It's not accepted by the majority. They wouldn't even support to push it. They will play to the gallery of the government. Every single human rights activist, go and look at them. They are all playing to the gallery of the government. Thank you so much, my beloved brother Christian. I can see your super chat. Thank you for that very super chat, my brother Christian. I appreciate you. May Chukwu bless you. So we must continue and do not allow these people to continue to push their evil agenda. Today being Monday, a lot of things are happening. When we talk about the interest, which is the most dangerous thing in the Zoological Republic, putting people that do not have the same value system together, that was what made a certain people in the north went and called terrorists with their full eye in broad daylight to come and help them to secure a situation. And because they felt that they have some interest with the terrorists, they have the same value system. And when they came, this terrorist group have refused to go. Instead, they are trying to capture more bases. If the northern part of Nigeria were on their own, they will not go and invite, their leaders will not go and invite terrorists to come and help them to win election. If the northern region were on their own, they will not build a railway to Niger. Maradi, they won't do that. If the northern area were in the on their own, they will not open their border and say all the Fulanis in Mauritania and all West African countries should come in. They won't do it. But it's because they say there are empty land for everybody. And today, you see what you see, chaos. People do no longer have respect to humanity. They don't even, the democracy that they brought to the West brought, where you are going to see the damage of that democracy is in Nigeria firsthand. Every election of Nigeria today, what you hear is either an Igbo president, a Yoruba president, Hausa president, Ijaw president. You hardly hear about a Nigerian president. They only begin to attach Nigeria to their name after they must have win with all those propaganda and blackmails. And you will continue to hear such. In other part of the world, you are coming out as a president of a country. You don't attach region, location, or tribe. And that chaotic mood had made it impossible for Nigeria to progress. It was what brought Boko Haram. When the North we are trying to win power, by all means possible. Ezemwaife, thank you so much, Ezemwaife, for that very super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you for your support. May Chukwu come and bless you more. Thank you so much. So because of that, you see all those chaos that happen. It is because of that interest. That is why the northern part of Nigeria, we go in broad daylight and bring terrorists into the country. For a long time, they have been manipulating the Middle Belt. They manipulated the Middle Belt and they used the Middle Belt to fight against the Biafran during the Civil War. In fact, the most damage that was done in the Biafran land was done by the Middle Belt. But today, the Middle Belt is facing the fire. They have finally turned to the Middle Belt. The terrorists they brought now remembered that it was these same people that stopped Othman Dan Fodio from taking the Quran into the Atlantic Ocean. Now they remember that. And that is why they are showing the Tifi people hell. Today, Tifi is seeing hell in the hand of this Janjaweed. The same Tifi that helped them, the same Middle Belt that used to help them to stop the decentralization of Nigeria that was planned for everybody to be safe. Remember, the Civil War. Before the Civil War, we are not asking for division. What we are asking is decentralization. Regional government for everybody. But these people helped them, convinced them, and they fought against them. Today, they are seeing hell. You can imagine that the Fulanis can boldly tell people from the Middle Belt that they are slaves, that the land belongs to them, that their father conquered them, even though they never even won any war against the Tifi. But today, they have come in a different version. Just about a few days ago, you heard what happened in Benue State. 200 men, 200 people lost their life in the hand of the terrorists. And the Nigerian government did not issue any statement. They pretend not to see it. In Benue State, 200 human beings lost their life. Just a few days ago. Something that happened, even the new Pope had to comment on it. The new Pope that just came in have to comment on that. But the president of the country never deemed it fit. Didn't see it as an emergency. Didn't see it as a serious thing. Loss of life in Nigeria has become huge, more especially in the Middle Belt. Middle Belt loss of life doesn't amount. Nobody is interested in getting. Since Oton left that very place, since Oton left the governorship, they forced Oton out by all means after his tenure, made sure that his party didn't come again. Since after Oton, no more report about what's happening in Benue State. They are ready to take out Benue. 200 human beings, and no, the government didn't care. Even, I'm telling you that Vatican, the new Pope in Vatican spoke about it, but the president of the country did not see it as a serious or an emergency thing to speak about. When we are talking about getting out of the zone, you don't understand. There is no unity in the diversity in the Zulu Republic. It is chaos, death, and destruction. The only solution remains disintegration. And I want to share with you the video of the protests in Benue State, because so that people who are not Biafrans, who are not Nigerians that are watching, we see that we are not just making up words. We are not just making up story. What we are saying, speaking, are facts on the ground. I'm going to play some video. You know, that's how we do our program. We show you video from other sides so that you know that we don't just sit here, make up stories, and begin to give you. I want you to see a short clip that come out from the protests in Benue State.
Mr. President is quiet. The governor is quiet. These people are not asking for political alphabet. They are just...
I am protesting because right now we are standing on the death of our mothers, our fathers, our brothers and sisters. We have become IDPs in our own very country. These killings have persisted for years. A lot of talks have gone on. Only last year, 500,182 people were displaced.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Only last year, Do you hear the number that was displaced? Only last year. Just hear it again from her. Hear it again.
These killings have persisted for years. A lot of talks have gone on. Only last year, 500,182 people were displaced.
500,182 people displaced only last year. Only last year. In one state. And the government doesn't see it as an emergency. The government doesn't care about it.
We have 21 IDP camps in Benue. These killings won't stop.
21 IDP camps in one state. 21 camps, IDP camps in Benue state. 21 in one single state. And yet, this is a country where there is a government and they don't see it as an emergency.
Until this moment, nothing is being done. Why? What is more crazy is the deafening silence from our leaders, the duty bearers, the people who are supposed to speak, the people who are supposed to do something. They are silent. Now we want answers. We want to know what is going on. The government has a duty to protect life and properties. If President Nnamdi is overwhelmed by this insecurity in North Central, in Benue, in Plateau, in Taraba, he should step aside. He should resign. They should stop playing politics with human lives. President Nnamdi understands what democracy means. We need to stay alive. We want to just live. Right now, we are pleading for our lives. Look at what is happening. Look at the humanitarian situation in the state. Look at how it's affecting economy. Yesterday, I saw people being macheted, women and children crying by the roadside because they've had to flee from their communities. A woman woke up in this community. Her children, 5 children and mother were lynched.
Yesterday, over 200 people were killed in their sleep. What kind of a thing is this? And Mr. President is quiet. The governor is quiet. These people are not asking for political alphabet. They are just killing people in their sleep. We are farmers. We are an agrarian state. What are we going to do with the people that are just roaming the streets? Please, we are calling on Mr. President to speak to us. No condolence message, nothing. Is Remu Tinubu a mother at all? She should talk to us. What is happening? He cannot depend on people that are trying to be politically correct. He reads the news, he sees the news, he watch Arise, he watch channels. Please, we are sending a strong message. We are going to stay here till Mr. President will speak to us. That is what we are going to say. Am I speaking the minds of Benue people? That is what we are doing here.
You can see this is what is happening in the Zoological Republic. In Benue State, nobody cares. They don't see it as an emergency. They don't see it as a serious issue. People are going about their businesses. It is sad. But that is what we see in the Zoological Republic. And this is why we are shouting and crying and talking. And this is why Biafrans don't want to be taken on like like these people. We don't want what is happening in Benue State to happen in our land. We don't want it to happen. And it is already happening. They are already moving. It is not just in Benue. I want you to watch this one. Let's see this.
Dr. Ebube, good morning, sir.
Morning.
Please, it's like you are the leader of Ahaba Imeni.
Yes.
Okay. You know where people gathered here this morning?
Yeah.
You can see there's military everywhere. You can see everywhere. You can see their vehicle everywhere. So, and you can see one Sienna that victim been taken away. What happened?
Yeah. Around 9-10 o'clock tomorrow, yesterday. So I was intimated by our industrial son, telling me about the ugly situation that some people that attacked Nnamdi, they blocked the road. They used one of the firewood and they blocked the road. So we went as much as we can to involve the security agents, which when I called the commander, the commandant, 143 battalion, he responded simultaneously and sent his troops. And lo and behold, since that time till present, they've sacked the whole bush. Because from the car there, you can see the white car, and the driver, they made away with the driver and about 8 passengers. So till present, they're still looking for them. So they took them inside the bush, and this has been a trait. And I can only urge even the local government chairman and any other person that is being involved, let us come for our rescue. This is several, so because this thing is too alarming. This is everyday story along this street, and we cannot achieve it without the collaboration of Akole, Amoji, and Ahaba. That's the only thing we can do. And those people blocking the roads, using their firewood to block them. Those are the things that give them edge over trying to stop any coming vehicle, because the governor did a good job by giving us a good road. So at a high speed, the only thing that can make you to stop whenever you see maybe any obstruction on the road, that's the only time you can apply your brake. And when this thing is being done, they will just come out from the bush and collect the people they want and enter the bush. So this is a very alarming situation.
Okay.
This is just a risk.
Is this the first time that this thing is happening, or has it happened before?
It has happened several times, not even, but this is the latest.
So which people are you calling on to come and help?
Any person, even asking for possibly the state governor, the local government chairman, even the individuals who is sued, because who might know the next victim. So that's our only interest, so that let's know what we can do to stop this process. It's very obvious.
Okay, sir. Thank you, Dr. Bedi PG of Habib Benue, Kingdom. From the Africa government, you are a good person.
Choose where is this?
We see to this and they do the needful immediately. God bless you, sir.
Imo State.
Thank you.
Okay.
So when you look at this, you see the idiocy of these people. With those military men, that the people were just kidnapped, and they came there. The car that were two those people was sitting around them, and you see them parading along the road. Is it along the road that you are going to catch those people?
They are not interested. It is to collect money, to extort money. Yeah, they just want to extort. Yeah, they only care about extorting money from travelers, and that is all. They don't care.
Look at how they are lined up. And this one is there narrating how, and this is not the first, he's saying that it's not the first time, it's not the second time, it's not the third time.
Yeah.
And they came. Look at them. But if it were to be members of IPOB that they were protesting somewhere, you will see them, they open fire, they carry their gun, they come to houses and begin to take the life of people. That is what they are doing in Okigwe today. Okigwe, they are going house by house now to take the life of innocent Biafrans. But when terrorists operate, you stand on the road and take camera and begin to talk. It is a very sad situation. My brother, Christian, you are welcome.
Mazichus is a tragedy. What goes on in Nigeria is a tragedy. You know, what makes it all the more worse is that the people you call the leaders, the governors, the president, they're all complicit. I'm telling you, because that Imo State, Uzodema, is one of the people coordinating it for them to take over people's land and integrate into a society and mix up everything. It's a one big agenda that people in position of power, they bought into it for the most part. They bought into it. And look at what goes on in, because I saw the video from this young man, very dark man in Benue. Now, it's 200 and something people, what I saw, more than 200 people, you know. And you begin to wonder, the president will not go there. He will not speak about it. He will pretend as if it's happening in another continent or another country. Nobody talks about it. And even in recent time, they've been able to get the medias, you know, the mainstream media, into the same position where nobody talks about it, except individual YouTubers here and there, you know, like this very dark man or Kocha, and, you know, so these are the people that it's just incredible. So the president, the governors, all of them, their mindset, their focus now is 2027 election. There is no more governance in the country whatever happens, they don't care. They are focused on the next election. If you want to buy yourself, whatever you want to do is up to you. They don't care. So what and even the Western media, Western world, none of them will speak about it. No, they will never. You never see them talk about it. In one day, they came in massacre more than 200 people. Even Iran and Israel that is at war, they've been in this war now for like maybe 5 or 6 days thereabout. They've not even 200 has not been, So you begin to wonder. And these are two nations with sophisticated weapons fighting each other, yet they've not even killed 200. Maybe Iran is 100 and something now, Israel maybe 12 or thereabout. For many days of high quality missiles flying all over the place, and these people just come around in one night, slaughter more than 200, and nobody comes around. You will not see the military there. So if the government doesn't have hand in it, then what is that supposed to mean? Because when we say that Nigeria is a terrorist country, people think that we are trying to make caricature of the government. No, but that is a fact.
No, that's a fact.
That is 100%, because I can't think of any nation anywhere in the world where this thing continue to happen.
You will lose 200 citizens that you don't declare state of emergency.
You don't declare state. Yeah, it's incredible. And for the people, because I saw the video, and the young men, lots of the young people, they were just so helpless looking, and it just it's just tragedy in any way you look at it. Now, if they're able to go, let's say they go and get arms to defend themselves, the same government goes out and they come after them, disarm them, leave them vulnerable to the Fulani terrorists. So what other evidence do you need to know that the government has they are the main cop? Oh my God. So, and the people in that country, even though you are not from Middle Belt or whatever, like, why are they not holding the government responsible for this terrorism that the government is carrying out? The government is carrying out daylight terrorism against its people. I've just given 2 instances now. If you arm yourself to defend yourself, which is by law, what you're supposed to do, the government comes after you, arrest you, disarm you, and leave you defenseless. So, and you see them, you've just shown a video of the military standing on the road in Imo State, looking for travelers, commuters, to extort money from them. So that is their priority. That is what they care about. Meanwhile, the terrorists are ravaging all over the place, all the states, and it's just sad. It's just really sad. I heard that, I don't know, because sometimes, like you always say, we have to keep talking. It doesn't matter what happened, but we must continue to talk, because I think a few weeks ago I talked about my amazement to the fact that certain countries have been put in a list of banned nations due to abuse of human rights, one thing or the other, by the Trump administration. So for me, I just can't believe that Nigeria was left out of it. But I'm hearing now that maybe they are planning or contemplating, whatever, but it's long overdue. Nigeria is number 1. No country, like I said, no country anywhere in the world where Christians, Biafrans, are being massacred on daily basis. If it's not in Benue, it's in Plateau, it's any part of Middle, or in the southeast, or in the south, and so it's long overdue that the international community, they themselves, the silence, their silence is also complicity, because it's incredible. As for Britain, I won't even go there, because they don't want to know. If all of you get by, they don't care. They just don't care. The only thing they care about is that their business center continue to flourish, and why they continue to get what they get. That's all. That's all they care about. And if you are in charge, when you finish it or you whatever it is, you come to them, they give you red carpet reception. You know, job well done. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible what goes on there. And I don't know. I don't know how this can be so normalized. They've just normalized abnormality, as if even a tree. You know, sometimes when you are chopping down a tree, you see the leaves and the branches, you know, to indicate that something is going on. But these people in the middle, they're just there. Like, it's not like even a chicken will not be, you know, massacred the way it happens all over. And okay, the Pope now, the new Pope, who is American, he has just spoken, he prayed for them. Okay. Tomorrow, next tomorrow, it happen again. He pray for them. He continues. What does that? What does prayer? What is the meaning of prayer for people who are? It's incredible, absolutely incredible. It's not. It's going to happen again. It's been happening every now and then. So it's not.
It's going to happen, or it has happened already.
Oh, okay.
They never stop. It's going on daily basis. They never stop.
Yeah.
Only when you didn't hear it, you feel like it's not happening again. They never stop.
And those in the north, those sponsors, those Fulani terrorist coordinators, majority of them, like the one they call Baba Ahmed, whatever, who is not even an indigenous, he's from Mauritania. His brother, the junior brother, is the one contesting alongside P2B. Yeah. Every now and then, they will come out to say that Southerners should protect Northerners in the South because they, in the North, are protecting Southerners. Can you imagine such craziness? Northerners, Southerners in the North, do they go about ravaging and buying people all over the North? The answer is no. So why are you saying that? Is that some kind of equivalency? Trying to, it's just crazy. They preempt, they know what they are doing because they are all in support of it. And the government, forget all these things, Tinubu here and there, they are all in support of it. It's all in the name of subduing the people, massacre them so much so that they will give in and allow their religion to take over all over the place, Islamization, Fulanization. That is what it's all about. That is the primary objective. There's nothing more. And because of this same primary objective, they've decided for many, many decades now that they are not interested in development, be it education, be it health, be it whatever. They really don't care. Their objective, their primary objective is to get the country to become an Islamic country. It's so unfortunate because they've been able to hijack the country. Like I always said, you know, it's a Fulani hijack Nigerian system. They are in position of various strategic positions in the military. You see that Musa, who is there, he's under a command. He's just the head of military, but he's under command. He has to take instruction. Same goes for Tinubu. Same goes for Tinubu. They're all there on the command of the caliphate. So that's why you see what is going on. You will not see Satan of Sokoto to come and talk about this continuous, this incessant massacre of the people. He will not talk about it.
They don't care. They won't talk about it.
They use Dangote's truck, El Rufai, the Sultan. These are the brains behind it.
When their terrorist is taken out in southern country, you see
they come out
and they go to Sokoto.
Yeah,
to go and apologize for taking out a terrorist.
And that is when you see the government shake and Tinubu will tell them to go and fish them out. Can you imagine? But now, oh my brother, it's just really agonizing. How do you go, my brother? I deal with you for now.
Thank you so much. Let's hear from Akonyo Wetere. Akonyo Wetere. It's been a long time. You come and go. Today I catch you.
Akonyo Wetere, and there, whoa.
We catch you today.
Good morning, good afternoon.
There, what to go well.
Network bongo bono. Network bongo na bu. Na kwandi akola atade.
There go, but there kwenso.
Aka gele mo no na elu for everybody. Uncle Christian no te kwala tu.
There one no.
That's it.
No, my brother.
I want you to go that time, Uncle Christian. You go about that Labogé make a list of restrictions or ban. The market Trump ready is number 0 on the 36. Yala Ghana.
Now, Omegini.
About the recent one I released in the new 36 now.
The list of the concerned
countries. As in concerned for visa ban, as in visa restriction.
Or the confirmed visa restriction?
Yes.
Yeah, it's long overdue, no? Because
yes, Bongo Banyarianka released over 3 days ago now.
Okay, 3 days ago.
Bongo la Ghana.
Ghana's quoi? Ghana's quoi? Hey. Because yeah. Because for me, I was beginning to lose so much faith, due to the fact that look, in South Africa, I don't know what goes on, to be honest with you. But if they can, hold the president to account the way they did in the White House over the fact that white South Africans are being massacred, whatever, which I don't even believe. It's not in such a huge number. Maybe here and there it happens, but I don't believe that white South Africans are being massacred as compared to what goes on in Nigeria. Every day the Christians are being massacred. So I was like, oh, how is it that they are not hearing it? It's all over the news. It's all over the place. So if Trump can continue to exempt Nigeria, then I definitely that would be very disappointing. So, but let's see what happens moving forward, because it's terrible. It's terrible. Nigeria has been taken over by terrorism, and it's going to affect everybody.
When he made the list 3 days ago, the judge they started saying it's because Nigeria responded to Israel attack on Iran. So I was just calling, bantering them or bashing themselves on X. So I was just like, you guys,
I'm not anything. Yeah.
The whole thing is now in what you want.
Yeah.
In your mind, they made it foolish. You are saying Morocco Keri. Now, I cannot go far. You are the same time. You won't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Because you tie the rope that is tied to the spout to your own leg. It's fastening to your leg. Definitely, both of you are at the same spot. So I want and the majority of the Putara. So when I talk about the diasporan people. Will I call it foolishness, or will I call it envy, or will I call it hatred? I don't even know how to classify their mood swing, their folly, and their little shenanigans how they play all the time. Oh yeah, see, when we say they will shout that we are whiter than white, we are resolute, we are this and that. That I said, if I hear it from you, I will run away. But from that spot, I know that we are a scammer. Let's assume that Kaka para Simon, which is ihe onye ọbụla pụtara food ma na ọ ga-eme. Onye ọbụla nọ n'ụwa mana ya ga-anwa anwụ one day. Onye ọbụla na-ekwu okwu nwere onwe mana one day na ndị ahụ na-eme attack in one way or the other ha ga-ejide gị. Ejecha Finland lọta. Ịma mmadụ abasụ nọ CRC chairman or CRC patron. Arụ ọrụ edinyere ya. Maybe enwe little issue or settle lawyer. One even woman la France, Lankanya la dada. Onye ọbụla nọkọta ọnụ, nkidebere ihu ka ike ngabo Sonia Parawa. Ma nke imi ụtaba bụ ATM ha. Anọkọta ha ọnụ. Ọ bụrụ na anọkọtara ọnụ in unison, enwere ike atụle ihe asọke na akọgwa asị dị na nwaanyị achọbere isi anyị. Kọra bụ upfront onwere ka ọgụ sisi ike burie ụmụ ya kwanụ ma die ọ bụrụ asị na akpa hie lute onye ọbụla apụtacha asị anya ọkwa ike agwụla ha na kịta ha letizi ikwu na onye ọbụla nwere nwanne ya na vileji ya na kọmuniti awe ndị west ụdị ya je friji eji eme ATM họs na ya dọbara ego ka izu ọgụ na-egi ya ka eji eme ihe niile na-egi ya ka Simon ji eme ihe niile mgbe ọ ka na ụtọ ihe ego eruola na ya atụ ọsọ. Ye hobi mi ko tipa mebiri n'ụzọ. So that is why that's why they were laying off. But the handwriting is on the wall. Not far-fetched. It's Benue. You remember maybe last month or last 2 months when we analyzed was it 80 something? That I told you that Okocha is now 150. So now losing 200 now. Okocha is over 200, maybe 300 plus.
Of course, their media will always.
As a Ofonye Bongo, that's why they miss here. In support of Bongo. You need the specimen. He get this study. He get from afar. Just would they take CV? Would they?
We can't hear you again. I think your network. Check your network. I can't hear with you. We can't hear you again.
Know your safety to defend the area. So that's what I would say.
Your network is breaking up. We can't hear you. I can't hear with you. Are you there? Bongo network.
Ikego.
Okay. I think the network have knocked him out. So whenever he recovers, maybe we allow him to still express himself. It's been a long time. The network is really dealing with him seriously. Every time he comes in, most of the time I will see him in the room before I bring him in the network, kick him out. So let's go to Bro Greg. Bro Greg, take the mic. Are you there, Bro Greg? My brother Greg, are you there?
Yes, good afternoon, Maziches.
You're welcome, my brother.
Good afternoon, my brother Christian and the rest in the house.
Mazi Greg. Ndewo, Mazi.
That's my brother, yeah. Yes, we thank God today again. We're in a new week.
My brother Greg, you check out Mama Yuku.
Okay.
Go on, conclude before they kick you again.
I should be high like that we go. So, asking him only like it. Now I'm going to get a little data. Or I am one, but up in the Tutamunayog. Maybe it's in the average question. Ya didn't know they have been where I do her half far. May go on a land, they do to have what I have no problem. It's a hello, but it is tata. I never drop out, you never cry. Just beginning. When I was you explain tire, they will explain tire. So, Natio Umunai in every way, no. I didn't know if we are not Campari Agamoka, Mbagananka, and you from our high mountains to come down. Only Okuanua to go releasing Neo Fagon Wagana. Now, what will begin Miss Rogo like on that day they choosing on a program now. To be honest with you, but all the online and now. Okay, lay Wutani, but only a part of his body can feel uncomfortable. Which means all the guys addicted to Uholem. So I'm going to put a hand on where the CK more because the other, and that make poor whiter than white. Because the slogan and maybe adulterate. The CK make go begin the Osha. If one now do with the work and you have you define it to yourself. You define it it's always the definition that collective force in area. Because if you define that to yourself, only equal one is depend. If you define that to yourself, what here I broke it if we were about to use for ATM. If you define that to yourself, put on only you define the zero with it. So if you define that to yourself, then it is a collective definition. ị stọdịkwa nke ahụ ekwuzi oke ịbịa stọdi ya onye dị onye emego ejide ya onye eme ngwa nke ugbu a kedu ka anyị ga-esi mee ya because ndị oyibo sịrị when you keep repeating the same thing and expecting different results you are a fool. So azụmahịa ka anyị ga-esi mee ya it will help us to go a long way. Nke bụ isiokwu bụ unity. That is the only thing that will defy all these things. All this hope, like Nnamdi Garaka Simon, because of they have perused us and discovered that we are disunited. Today, na program or signal that is why I have been in touch with the MOP Paul Ashebe. What it means all this why Lord only two and beara. Na ya na MOP leku. Many had the why. But one you see confusion is injury. Mere njikwala asịkwa ahụ Aunty Ngozi Madam Ngozi isi ise ala anya na gaga atụ etu itigo onye arapụtakwana gị andọkwụrụkwala eziokwu ejikwara maka ihe ọ na-eme echeka ịtụtụ obere asị na-emecha emezie mbọsị ọbụla ịtụkwara obere asị mbọsị afọ ọdịda gị ya ebido nkwakọ ha m n'ụlọ onye ọzọ tinyekwa ha ọnụ dewonu.
Thank you, my brother Akonye Wetere. You just said it on Spotlight. You just say it. This one now, they hear them from my mouth because me, I know they watch their program. I know they follow them. I don't know what thing they talk. I don't even have time to pay attention to them. So, whatever, they should continue what just like you said, the most important thing is for every one of us to know why we are doing what we are doing. The reason why I have been broadcasting for more than a decade now, every blessed day, is because I am doing it not for anybody to praise me or to follow me or to thank me or to give me anything. It is something that I know that I am part of it. It concerns me. It's about my life, my future, my generation unborn. That is why I don't care. If I wake up tomorrow, I find out that the person that is working with me is talking a different thing. Gradually, I will leave you. I will not fight you. I will not talk about you. I will go on, continue to preach that my message. Freedom of Biafran people. That is the anchor. That is where all of us meet. If you have another tactics to preach your own, go ahead. But that foundation has been led by Mazen Nnamdi, which I keyed it into. Anybody that stands on that foundation and I see that you are truthful and you're going, I go to talk about you. Any day when you say you know full again, you begin to say a different thing. I will stop talking about you. I'm not going to fight you. I'm not going to use you as my topic. I focus on the real one that I know. And that is what everybody should be doing. Stop wasting your time analyzing your brother, your sister, or castigating. Since you know he's not doing it well, why don't you focus and do that your own if that you feel is nice? Do it. Somehow, people will listen to you, and those who have the same mindset will join you. At the end of the day, anybody that was able to succeed and get Biafra for us, all of us will meet in Biafra land. We will face the law. If there's any crime I have committed in the course of the journey, I will face the law. If there's any crime you have committed, you will face the law. And the law will speak loud and clear to every one of us equally. As simple as that. My brother Greg, please take the mic. Are you there, my brother Greg? Greg, are you still there? You've come back to work. Greg is always busy these days. I think he has gone back to work. Bro Christian, you are there? Huh?
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to go to be. What is the? I'm back. Okay.
Okay, welcome. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, my brother, for the opportunity. They're just using system to tie me down, but I will win them. Yeah. Today we are come to a new week and sit at home. We thank God for our people back home, for their courage and their determination to be free. Those that know the importance of freedom. May God strengthen them, and whatever they are losing, may God multiply it for them. We thank God for Nnamdi Kanu. We thank God for Simon Ekpan. And we continue in our prayers for them, that God, who gives them the grace to start this work, will empower them and set them free to accomplish what they have started. Because what they are fighting is a freedom for the people, and it's worth doing. I don't think God is happy about the news of what is happening in Benue and every other part of the country. For those who determine to be free, may God protect them, give them the wisdom, the courage, the ability to be free from evil. And that is what Simon F. and Nnamdi Kanu is doing. So our prayer is that God will be upon them, strengthen them healthily, strengthen their mind and their spirit, that they will be more courageous than even some people that are outside. Yes. Thank you so much, Mazichus, and all the medias. I pray for all of us that God will grant us the grace to do the work. Yeah. My brother, I will first start from our people who are betraying what we are doing. I will first start from there because charity begins at home. I will first talk about my problem before I talk another person's problem. My problem now is the people that the enemy have bought to destroy the fight for freedom. The freedom we are fighting for, and some people think it will come to be a problem. I am praying the same prayer that Simon Ekpa prayed. He said, God, if what I have come to do is to help Mazin Nnamdi Kanu and fight for the freedom of my people. If there are any of them who are doing any evil against me, that evil will follow them back. Today, I stand on that prayer of Simon Ekpan. And those who know the truth, those who know what is right, those who know where they're supposed to be, and they're not doing it, may heaven turn those things back to them, that they will experience the evil and the shame and the suffering of the innocent one. Because I cannot see the reason why we Biafrans will be fighting. People are putting, instead of them to eat, they would look for a way to contribute to make sure that what Biafra is doing is not going backward. And some people come because of their selfish interest, because they want position, because they want to be noticed. Then they are putting sand in what we are doing. The money people will be contributing now to fight, to feed those people who are living, who are fighting for our cause in the bush, who left their family. I can use the example of our commander, Gentle, that they have gone to kill the brother and carry some of his children and the wife, and he is in the bush. And many of them like that, their houses have been burned, and their relations have been killed. And the money they will use to help those families, they will start to go and use it to pay for people who are called themselves lawyers, who are living in a country that is organized, their families are okay, They have no problem. They have insurance. If anything happened to their law firm tomorrow, the insurance will take care of them and their family. And people said, because of the hatred they have for Dr. Ngozo Raveze, that Dr. Ngozo Raveze will not have peace. They will not swear peace in their family. They will not swear peace in their family. And because of the suffering of these innocent people in Biafra land, they will not have peace. They will never have peace. You cannot tell me that some people will be hungry and contribute money, laboring as I'm fighting every day, as I'm walking now, going up and down, doing the things I'm supposed to do to help the family. And if I have any little one, I will contribute. And they will use that money to go and pay a lawyer that is okay. Because of the wickedness of a Biafran that somebody called himself a Biafran. That money, his generation will not eat it. It is time that Biafra will know when people are stepping on their feet. And when people are doing things that can never be accepted in Biafra land. The culture of the Igbo and where I came from, you can never take your brother or your sister to law court. In my town meeting here where I'm living, a lot of people cause us a lot of trouble. We say because of this is our tradition. Omada say if any case happen in your town, don't take it to the law court. Bring it down home. We will settle it. Anywhere you are living. And because of that, we did not take any person to court. And that I believe that is the tradition of most of the Igbo land. And today, people are taking United States of Biafra to court because of the hatred they have for the Ngozo Raveze and Man Simon. It will never be well with them. It will never be well with them. It will never be well with them. God knows my heart and why I'm saying this prayer. And if you come to pass, go and mark it. Put it there. So, that is number one, my number one concern. So when I come to the side of Benue, I will not lie to you. I'm not pitying them. I'm not pitying them not because of I hate them or because of what they did to the Biafrans during the Nigerian Biafra war. No. I'm not pitying them because you cannot tell me that Governor Tom had the opportunity to do something when he was the governor. He chickenly went out. Simon Ekpan called him several times. Nnamdi Kanu called him several times to stand up. He did not do that. I am a Catholic, and the man who is in that power there now, he said he's a priest and he's a Catholic priest. And his people are being killed and he's keeping quiet. That is not what the Bible said. The Bible did not say when they are killing you, keep yourself and leave yourself, let them kill you. Christ told Peter, as long as you are still with me, keep your what? Keep your knife or your machete until when I am no more there with you. Go with your machete and with your purse. He cannot go with his machete and with purse when the enemy wants to come and kill him, he will leave him safe for him to be killed. So either priest as a governor in the Benue State and all the youth in Benue State allow their people to be slaughtered, that is their own business. I will not pity them because I am not the person who will come there to defend them. If they cannot defend themselves, even as the TJ or whatever, Danzuma tell them to rise and defend yourself. And because they want to be loyal to the Fulani and they are dying in numbers, let them finish all of them. That is their own business. I cannot pity them anymore. That is my message to them. If they want to die, that is their own business. If they want to live, that is their own business. And that is how it will be in any part of the country. Who want to live and who want to buy because he wants to be loyal to the Fulani. Yes, this is a country where they will find people like a chicken, and the president will stay in his comfort zone, and his wife will sit in their comfort zone, and then you expect the military to come and protect you. So which sign is that? You cannot kill 3 people in America, and American president did not visit that particular place and know what is happening, or even his vice, or the governors, and they did not do anything. So people who don't have the value of their people's life, is it me that will be crying for them? No. So that is the point, and that is why I will continue to pray against Finland, because Finland cannot tell me that if any foreigner, Asama Nekman is a foreigner and he came to their land, Asama Nekman and all the Africans there started killing the Finnish, then they will keep quiet, and they will be going to the European Union to cry, or going to the America or Western Union to cry. So they are killing innocent people in thousands, and Finland know all those things, and then they go and pick someone else and keep him because they knew he's protecting his people. They tell him terrorist. What is terrorist? Terrorist is they're killing 200 people, 300 people, and the president of a nation keep quiet. Which sign again will you use? Tell me what you need to know that president. What do you want again? Which evidence do you want again to know that president is the party of that killing? So my brother, we will continue doing what we are doing. We will not relent until we get where we are going, especially defending our land. So there is nothing they can do about it. Biafra must defend themselves until we are totally free from the evil one. So that is my little message. Thank you. I will be on the corner listening until we have another opportunity to come in. I will. Thank you, and God bless you too, and every other one.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you for that amazing contribution. We appreciate you for that line of thought. And Ocean Monster, my beloved brother, you're welcome. Ocean Monster, unmute yourself. Let's hear you. Unmute yourself. Ocean Monster, are you there?
Yeah, Mazindewo.
No.
They were in. I greet you, and I greet Biafrans. Yeah, let me just listen for a while before I come in. Thank you.
Okay, my brother. You're welcome. My brother, please say you were saying something before.
Yeah, Master, I wanted to know if what the situation of the case with Nnamdi Kanu. I don't know. Did they say they are moving to DSS center? I don't know. What do you have any news or
case of Nnamdi Kanu? You know, they had an emergency appearance on Friday. That was an appearance on Friday. He was in court on Friday, so they continued the cross-examination and they brought a new witness. The new witness, now we are talking about importation of
Radio Biafra.
Huh?
Transmission.
That's what we are now talking about, how he brought transmission and all that, and how he gave an order for execution of people, how he gave order for 200 head to bury Ikonso.
Okay.
That how Ikonso was the one that attacked the correctional center and all that. So that cross-examination, they just brought a witness. So I think the case will continue. It was supposed to be today, but they shifted to 18th. It's going to be 18th. 18th. It was adjourned to 18th.
So
18th.
Okay, so it's fake news, like that they moved from DSS to DSS. Anyway, again, maybe it's from one DSS of those.
They moved him from DSS to where?
Yeah, no, well, again, like, I don't know. So that's why I'm just asking. Sometimes it's hard to know which is which.
No, what I heard is that the judge said that he will no more be presiding the case in the court, that he will move the judgment into DSS arena or what, because of the or whatever. I don't know if that is true or not.
Because of what?
Because of the threat. I don't know.
Threat?
Yeah, the judge said because of the threat. I said, who is threatening? That's my question. That's what I was asking the guy who was telling me. I said, who is threatening him?
I didn't know. I didn't hear about. Okay, let me check. Let me check Aloy Mako's platform if such information is there. There's nothing like that in Aloy Mako's platform there. Further,
then maybe it's fake news. You know.
There's nothing like that in Aloy Mako's platform. The last tweet Aloy Mako made on his platform about that case was that further prosecution and have been adjourned to 18th June 2025.
Okay.
For the prosecution testified today. That was on the 16th. He made this update. So there's never been any new update again at that place.
If it's not, if it's not on his handle, then it's one of those clickbait from YouTubers. So obviously that is another phenomenon. That's another phenomenon we are dealing with now. Everywhere you look, people are looking for clickbait. They just put up something.
That's why it's very important. Sometimes we have where to verify this information, but our people sometimes they are so lazy to go about and check this in before they carry the information and run with it.
Oh yeah, well.
And some of those narratives are created by the zoological agents to destabilize our mindset or to know what. Sometimes they use it to know our feeling, how we're going to feel.
Yeah.
You can take it from me that maybe they are planning such a thing, but they don't know how Biafrans are going to react towards that. Yeah. So sometimes, in order to check our reaction, they will throw this thing out through their own media, through one of those their sponsored Twitter, on Twitter handle or any media group. They will just say it to see how we're going to react. And once they weigh that your emotional reaction and all that, they begin to take the action. But it's not come out from anywhere. Now it's not a true this thing.
Truly is a big shame, a big shame on every one of them. No, not even any one of them is exempted. The Falanas, the P2B, all of them, that these people, they can continue to be massacred in the Middle Belt, and their priority is someplace else. It is I don't know how they can get away with all these things they are doing. For me, I find it so hard to understand that people are not emphasizing on the important things. We're in 2025, not 2026, not 2027, but you've all stopped governance. It's all about election, removing of governor or not removing, pressuring people to decamp from party to party, strategizing, and all the money they are borrowing is all on how they can share it among themselves, while people continue to get massacred. And it's just so sad that I don't know. And in a normal society, somebody will be held responsible. You know, you cannot be a president, and but again, we saw it before the drug baron came through. The one before him, more or less. In fact, his own was worse because he is one of the people that created insecurity. There's nothing hidden, and they cannot go and hold whether he's CMO or he's impostor or whatever it is. But I believe there's somebody running around calling himself Buhari as we speak today. So if Nigeria was a normal, serious society, they will go and apprehend him, let him come and explain how is it that he imported these terrorists from the Sahel region that are today massacring every indigenous people in Nigeria. But nobody can do that because they're all, I don't know. Bragre was talking about the new governor in Benue State. I was like, okay, but you don't know the condition in which he became a governor. Who knows? He probably could have sworn to something, maybe because, Utom was there before him, and Utom gave them hell to an extent. Utom gave them hell, and they gave Utom hell because they chased him. One time they wanted to buy him, if you remember, he ran. In the bush, he went to a farm or something. So these people
Utom was facing them face to face. Sometimes he took it. He remember he went ahead to form his own security outfit, and they came after him.
Yeah, but the thing is that which can contribute is that these Fulanis are so emboldened that they will come after a sitting governor, chased him. He ran with his men, and maybe they buy a few or one, I don't know. But the level of impunity with these Fulanis, they are just untouchable. And the one that, and they also told Utom. So obviously, the one that took over from Utom, like I said, it would have been on the ground of promise that they made him a governor. Because if the caliphate, if you don't agree with the caliphate, you will not be the governor. Even if you win the election, they will remove you. Use the same judiciary that is controlled by the caliphate, they use them to remove you. Whether you win or you don't win, they have that much power in the country that is incredible. Absolutely incredible. When you see all these our governors, they don't speak. They don't try to defend their people. It's because they are scared. Some of them have an oath with the caliphate, to allow them continue with the agenda. That is the situation. That is where we are. That is where the country is now. But I don't know. Okay, my brother,
You see, when we talk about the action of these people and the way they be, there's one video I came across I want to play. Let us hear. This man is one of the people they have in that Fulani caliphate, the Fulani politicians. These are the people who brought the terrorists themselves into Nigeria. Sometimes when we come and we say that it is the Fulanis that are causing this mayhem, when we call Fulani terrorists, some people, and I don't know why this one Nigerian these are a bunch of clowns. I don't know why.
Yeah, they are evil. They are sometimes
it seems as if we are saying something that is not true.
Exactly. Sometimes they are worse. They are more evil than the real evil. Because what do they want us to call them? TV of Yoruba terrorists. Why? How?
I just can't imagine. Now let us listen to this Erufai. Let us listen to this interview that was given to Erufai. Let us just listen.
If we went to that forest and flushed them out, would degrade their capacity.
No, the greatest challenge that you face, though, is the Fulani herdsmen today, which is being reported in just about every other media, that they are the ones perpetrating this crime.
Which crime?
Are they the ones?
Which crime?
Killing of people.
No, look. Let me explain the three problems.
Now, listen to his explanation. Let us listen to this explanation.
Sorry. Or current thing, or the current.
I didn't check whether I just saw it. I just took it. I didn't know whether if it is current, but from indication, it might not be current or maybe current.
Okay, then you will get it in context. The cattle rustling and banditry is an essentially Fulani phenomenon. Okay, it is Fulanis, and we knew where they were, and we collaborated with the state governments surrounding that notorious forest range, Kamuku Kuyambane Forest Reserve, and said, look, this is a problem that we have to solve jointly. We collaborated with the cooperation of other state governments. We put together money and a military operation, flushed them out. Okay? And today we have over 300 young Fulanis between 18 and 30 in custody for kidnapping, for cattle rustling, and robbery. Okay? So that we understood. It was easy because that's one place.
Okay. We follow that one up. When you understood the problem and flushed them out, did you?
When you say flush them out, is it not that same Fulani that he's denying? When this man tried to say the people kill their Fulani, he tried to deny it. And now he said that they gave order to flush them out. He mentioned them, the kidnappers, the cattle rustlers, and the criminals. And he confirmed that they are Fulanis.
He's a liar, bro. Bold-faced liar.
Let's see the question these guys are.
Subsequently find out that perhaps in that process, while they were flushed out, Did they get involved in the other crisis which you're about to explain?
Maybe they did, okay? I will come to that, because we have, this problem has multiple dimensions, and I will try to cover everything as much as I can. But I'm trying to classify the problems and tell you what we did. Okay, so to a large extent, we degraded cattle rustling. They moved on to kidnapping. Okay, we have addressed that to a large extent. It's more or less sorted in Kaduna. Unfortunately, because of weak law enforcement, there are copycat crimes all over the states now. I'm learning to my dismay that even in Lagos now you have cases of kidnapping, but this is what we did. Now, the second problem of the urban gangs we addressed, because the police and the SSS knew who these gangs were. It was just the capacity to bring them to justice that was lacking, and that was done. So to a large extent, we solved that. It still breaks out once in a while, because drug addiction is a big problem, but that was sorted.
There is one thing this man said here. He said they caught them, but the problem was the capacity to bring them to justice. What does that mean? That the government lacked the capacity to bring the Fulanis to justice.
Yeah.
Can you imagine somebody saying that in the national TV?
Mazichu survivor.
They came together, everyone, but they lack the capacity to bring this to justice.
Yeah.
The governor said it.
Just open his mouth and say whatever. They don't care. They lie to you. Whether you believe.
Clarify the Christian.
Okay, go.
Remove what the thing to the prosecuting lawyer. The judge is Nayaga, Nakia means expect the transmitter at their office. Because I have a number of the transmitter, no, cut line is the lawyer, no, the judge. The judge is Nayaga, their office now, at DSS office. That would actually mean state without the transmitter has an agitated.
Okay.
Because I have to gas the so many things in my hand with the compassion, what and can, what and can. Work with 200 men, and I see I go see the evidence of the yes, or whatever may procession protest. Or you're not, you are entering the ESN and there's the city with the man. So I can say I'm clarify the chief to the
or email. That is good clarification.
But when people are reporting that, they tell you that they say they want to carry the case to DSS.
Yes. Yeah. Massachusetts. Again, we can open another account with the Igwe number. If I know, you can send it tell me because come near can surely ego if I know can surely data mobile.
Okay, it is well. Account send me a message. Ocean Monster, go ahead. Ocean Monster, you wanted to say something? Ocean Monster wanted to speak before. I think he's back to work. So let me keep playing the video. Let's just listen to it.
But that was sorted. The Southern Kaduna was more difficult because we didn't understand it. And this is why we needed a high-profile committee like the Agwai committee to look at it. And they did. We established the committee in July. By the end of August, they submitted a report. They went around Southern Kaduna. They talked to community. They talked to everybody. And they came back with certain findings and recommendations. And the findings were very enlightening, even to me, who is Fulani. Okay, I'm 87.5% Fulani, I'm told by my parents. They found that there were 3 groups of Fulanis. The settled Fulanis, like me, that don't add cattle, they're settled in one place, don't move around up and down. The semi-settled that live in Nigeria, they are Nigerians, but move their cattle up and down in search of pasture. And then there's the transhumans pastoralists that come from other African countries. Fulanis are in about 14 countries. All over West Africa, there is virtually no country in West Africa that is no Fulani minority or even majority. And under an ECOWAS protocol signed in 2003, these Fulanis take their cattle when the dry season in their country starts and herd them down to Nigeria, up to central Nigeria, okay, in search of pasture. And around March, when the rains start, they start moving back the same routes. And apparently, I didn't know this until I got briefing as governor, there are international stock routes mapped out from pre-colonial times that these transhumance herdsmen follow. Unfortunately, because of population explosion, we are 50 million at independence. Today we are nearly 200 million. Because of population explosion, urban development and farmlands have taken over some of these international routes. Okay, this is the basis for the clashes now.
Before this man continue, let it be on record that there is no grazing routes in the southeast. The old southeastern region, this grazing route they are talking about, does not extend to the old southeastern region. The ECOWAS grazing route this man, idiot, is talking about is in the north alone. So what are they looking for in the southeastern region?
Yeah.
What brought them? You know, when they want to explain this thing, they just carve out something and use it to cover up everything. There is no grazing route in the old southeastern region. There is no grazing route in Biafra land. The grazing route does not extend to Biafra land. It is only in the north.
But again, Rachus, okay, let's just, for the sake of argument, that we are in this modern time, in this day, who does that now? I mean, they have so much opportunities. They have so much capital to provide for this. Because in modern time, if you are running around with cattle, it's just detrimental in every sense of it. They are not being taken. The cows are not being well fed. They are not being taken. It's like more like even a punishment. You are suffering the cows walking, and they are they don't. So the best way is to make a ranch. It's a huge business, billion dollar.
My brother Christian, that is where the problem comes. Value system.
Yeah.
You saw a member of the House of Assembly defending Fulani open grazing.
Yeah.
Telling you that they love their cow more than a human being. That is why we are calling for the disintegration of Nigeria. These people are not ready to embrace this modernization you are talking about. They are not ready to embrace it. Value system in the north is different from the south. This is why the whole world should come together and allow them to continue their open grazing that is in their land, not in our side.
Yeah.
They are not part of it.
This Rufai, he has stolen so much money. He's so rich, unbelievably rich, that he can almost single-handedly build a cattle ranch or ranch, whatever, because they have vast land, lying shallow. Build it for them, build everything they need, but they don't want to do it. They are using it now as a camouflage or excuse to infiltrate others and carry out their real agenda. So they're just using it as excuse. The truth of the matter is that they can solve this problem. Like I said severally, Dangote is one of the, if not, I don't know how rich, but anyway, he has so much money that he can just deal with it. But he doesn't want, because he's on, even the Dangote himself, his aim, his objective is Islamization of the entire country. It's as simple as that. People need to stop pretending or acting stupidly. That is the agenda, is to use every avenue, every excuse in the book to penetrate, so that we know this thing, bro. These people are just like, you remember that chamber, there's a guy sitting down there, a journalist, I think I don't know where he's from, Chamberlain. He was the one that interviewed Bala Mohammed, the former governor of either one of these.
State.
Yeah, exactly. So he was the one who asked him, when Bala Mohammed was telling that under Buhari that they have a program to integrate or to resettle the entire Marudin Fulanis in the Sahel in Nigeria. And then this Chamberlain asked him, he said to him, Mr. Governor, how did he put it? He said to him, so are you saying that Fulanis who are not Nigerians, who are originally they are not Nigerian, we should be brought in and settled in Nigeria? But I'm going to say, yeah, that is the program. This was like 6 years ago or even more, right? And today we are seeing the effect of all that. That is what everybody is living today. These people were brought in with arms and everything, and they did everything they did, including integrating them, mixing them up with the ISWAP, with the Boko Haram, with the arms, all the terrorists, and they are now wreaking havoc all over the country. And nobody, it's incredible. Let's go on.
A herdsman in Guinea, for instance, thinks that he can follow this route, and as he's following the route, he meets a farm, and his cattle destroys part of the farm, and the farmer...
in any situation, have you gotten reports, intelligence reports, that perhaps the farmers also took the cows of the herdsmen?
No, we have no such reports. But what often happens, that when damage to a farm occurs, in those days, the Fulani would leave behind a small calf as compensation. So, you know, what I'm trying to say that in the past, there used to be a framework to settle these things, okay? But that framework has more or less collapsed. So, when we understood this, so Agwai Committee identified this and said, and they also found that some of what we're seeing in southern Kaduna were reprisal killings for what happened in 2011. Because in 2011, as the herdsmen were moving their cattle back to their countries or to their locations in various parts of northern Nigeria, the post-election violence took place in April. And many of them were trapped. They just happened to be there. And they were killed. Cattle, their livestock lost, and so on. And so some of them were coming back to do reprisal killings. Most of the Fulanis within Nigeria filed claims, okay? Because there was the Lemu Commission of Inquiry that looked at this problem and made recommendation that federal government should pay compensation to those that lost cattle.
Pardon me, but where did this happen? Where were they trapped?
They were trapped mostly around Zonkwa in Zangwa Katab local government, Kaura, and Jema'a. Okay?
These were all in southern Kaduna?
These are in southern Kaduna. And this happened to be also the areas where we have these problems today. Okay? There are 8 local governments in southern Kaduna. Only 3 or 4 have this problem. Okay? And this is where mostly the killings in 2011 took place. Now, after the Lemu Commission made recommendations, and the Judicial Commission of Inquiry set up by Kaduna State also made similar findings, compensation was offered to those that were killed, displaced, and so on, and some of the federal government provided the money, and compensation was paid. But of course, those that are in Guinea, in Mali, in Niger, cannot claim any compensation. They didn't even appear before the Commission of Inquiry. These are the people coming back to carry out reprisal killings.
We'll come back and take a look at it from that perspective and find out what you also did to solve this problem. Do join us again. Welcome back to Sunrise Today, continuing our conversation with the Governor of Kaduna State, His Excellency Nasir El-Rufai. He's here with us in the studio. You have said that you did identify how kinds of Fulani that exist, how some of them move from different countries into Nigeria to cause some of these problems. Now, on the 3rd of December 2016, it was widely published that you had a meeting with a select group of journalists, and you did brief them that your government has traced some violent, aggrieved Fulani to their countries and paid them to stop killings of southern Kaduna natives and the destruction of their communities, saying that the renewed violence is carried out by bandits. Could you explain this?
Well, look, that was reported not only incorrectly but out of context. What we did was this. The Agwai Committee recommended that we should reach out to these transhumance pastoralists, because they have established that most of the attacks in southern Kaduna are traceable to them, because they were outside the process of the Lemu Commission and the Kaduna State Commission of Inquiry. They did not receive any compensation. They didn't even appear before the commission because they are foreigners. And one of the members of the Agwai Committee fortuitously was part of a team that the late governor of Kaduna State, Patrick Yakowa, was sending to reach out to these people. Apparently, Yakowa also stumbled onto this information and realized that he had to reach out to these transhumance pastoralists from other countries. And that process was going on. If you look at Yakowa's tenure, in 2011 there were attacks. But he started this outreach, and throughout 2012, until he died, there were no attacks as such. Okay? So one of the members of the committee mentioned this, and it was in the Agwai recommendation to reach out to these people through NGOs, civil society organizations, and so on. So we reassembled the team and said, go out and talk to them. Tell them that this has to stop. Tell them that we are willing to offer compensation for lost lives, for lost livestock, but it is senseless to keep killing people because you feel that you've been offended.
So did they respond to you? Yes.
Pardon?
Did they respond to you personally?
They did. We sent a team and they went round, and by the time they made 3 or 4 such groups, the killing stopped. So between August, if you...
So I hope everyone captured what this man just said here. You know, when we come online and we say Nigerian government is sponsoring terrorism directly and indirectly, it is not a blackmail, not a propaganda. From this man that is speaking here, every one of you know him, El-Rufai, one of the people that are in charge in the northern part of Nigeria, one of the people that are at the top in Nigerian government. You can see him explaining clearly that they know the people that are perpetrating the atrocities you are seeing today. The people that are carrying guns across the whole country, trying to take over the land, they know them. He knows them. They have gone to them to pay money to them. They have talked to them in certain occasions. They have gone and paid compensation to them. But how do you think you can continue? It's just like when the US tell you that they don't negotiate with the terrorists. They don't. These people don't repent. This is the same thing that happened when you say repentant Boko Haram. They have repented. Then you take them and put them into your military and give them that arms to go to the southeast and begin to take lives. This is why we are saying that we don't want to be part of this Zoological Republic. Judging from what this man have explained, federal government of Nigeria knows the people that are perpetrating this atrocity. The people that took the life of more than 200 people in Benue, they know them.
Yeah.
They know where they come from. They know where they stay. The government of Nigeria know the people that are kidnapping students, children. They know them where they are. But what do? They go and pay them compensation.
Yeah.
They go and take them to come and join their military. They go and tell them to come and contest for election. They take them and put them as vice president. And they think by doing that, you will calm them down. Wash a pig, bath a pig will remain a pig.
Yeah.
You see why the destructive diversity in Nigeria is irredeemable. Nigeria wants to be disintegrated. Create country among people that have the same value system. This Janjaweed Caliphate, they love their cow more than anything. They love their religion. We don't have a problem with that. They want to create a caliphate. There is nothing wrong in creating a caliphate. But
keep it to yourself.
Force people to join you. Do it among yourself and deal with it. That is why we are calling that this thing must end. This is why we have been sitting at home for more than 5 years now, demanding for the unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu, telling the world that we are no longer part of this Zoological Republic. They have lost legitimacy in our territory.
I saw a video yesterday.
Past 5 years now, we are conducting self-referendum every Monday. And there is no place in the world where a group will be sitting at home every Monday for years and the world is not outraged and talking about it. Only in Africa, because it is Biafra.
Massachusetts, yesterday I saw a video on this Kocha guy's platform, and in this video, the military and the terrorist. There's a particular one they said that he has been declared wanted or something, you know. So they gathered, they had this meeting with the military, and the terrorists told the military that, look, that you people want us to stop the terrorism. You want us to stop terrorizing people. That is not going to happen. We won't stop, they said. They told the military that it won't stop, including the one that is wanted, came there with his arm and everything. And at the end of it, the military, they just let them walk away. Freely, they just walk away like that. Yesterday, if I lay a hand on it, I'll try and send it to you. It was yesterday I saw it. So you ask yourself, what is the meaning of all this? Terrorists who are killing people they came in that meeting and the military could do nothing. So obviously they are in charge of the country. It's a terrorist country.
You say it's a terrorist country because why must you even have a meeting with them?
Okay.
You're discussing. And when they are coming with arms.
Yeah.
Display their arms.
Yeah.
What are you discussing?
Did you see the video? Have you seen the video, Mazi?
I've not seen it.
Oh, that was yesterday. I saw it yesterday.
You see the audacity of these people when it comes to Nigeria, how they are complicit.
Yeah.
In any part of the world, even when countries are making negotiations, they send representatives. They don't come to confront the country. They don't come.
Yeah.
They will send a representative. But in Nigeria, they will come as they are with their own arms to discuss with the government of the day. Abomination. And you want us to...
Have you asked yourself why are they still using the old naira? After getting the 3 years, the money was changed, and MFLM is in prison.
Oh.
Why? One of the reasons is because of the ransom they collect. One of the reasons.
MFLM is still in prison.
Of course.
Look at what this
is in detention.
Okay.
One of the reasons that money was still in circulation to today is because of the terrorist people. All the ransom they are paying, they cannot change that money because of the whole billions the terrorists collected. If you change that money, the money it will be wasted. That is why you see those money are still in circulation. I'm telling you. So that's one of the reasons. Then another thing again, ask yourself, why did the honest Igbo with the Eastern governors want to kill Nnamdi Kanu? Just because he said, okay, go and make sure that the second Niger bridge, make sure that the airport is working, make sure that all the seaport in the south is in the Biafran land is working. If you get me all these things and get me restructuring, maybe I will pedal down anything concerning Biafra. Instead for them to go and negotiate and stand on their feet and talk about it, they say, February, the best thing for you is to go and do what? And kill him. So, but this man is proudly standing on national television telling you that he collects billions of naira and go and pay terrorists for them to stop.
And they didn't stop.
He did not call the military and the army that know where those guys are and say, this is where they are. Go and kill them. Since they said they don't want to stop terrorizing them. But he collected billions of dollars and he paid them for them to stop terrorists. They used it to go and buy more equipment. And he's here coming to tell you that the money was paid for them to stop. It was lie. It was pure lie. So that is why you must know what these Eastern governors and the with all the Eastern politicians, the evil they are doing to their people. Remember when this guy was central bank manager? What was his name again? The one that
Sanusi.
Sanusi, how many billions did he send to the north when he was the central bank governor? Do you remember? When Soludo was governor, how many more persons did Soludo take as to central bank of Nigeria and offer them job? I'm not talking about for him to talk, say to bring down something to the east and say that there is something they were supposed to use it to do. Nothing. So all those things are the signs that we should know. So when somebody is coming out to tell you why are you fighting for Biafra, all those criminal eastern governors, and it's a pity that nobody wants his one to die, but those people that they are not worthy to live in Igbo land. I'm telling you, they're not worthy. They're not worthy at all. Yeah. Now the people who call themselves Boko Haram and herdsmen, they will go and recruit them and say they are repented. I think there is one video, one military man say that the terrorists can never stop in Nigeria because of what they are seeing in the military. That when they after they will go and pick how many a number of Boko Haram, and they will bring them into police and army. And when they come into the army, they will give them more powerful arms, and they will give them more training in the military, and they will use that training and every information they have from the military and the police and the training, and they use it and turn against them. So that anytime you go out with them to do any raid against the terrorists, it cannot work. This is what these people are doing to their people. But Soludo is using his Udoga chair and killing his people. Okay? So my brother, any person that is still having double mind, because ask yourself question. Ask yourself question. How can somebody that is fighting this freedom with you, all of a sudden you leave freedom you are fighting and you turn your gun against your brother and your sister? Only for no reason. Because since Saturday, when Dr. make address the Biafrans, I have been thinking, what is the crime that this woman committed against Ogenke and his group? They have never given me one tangible reason why they are attacking that woman. They did not come and tell us this, we contributed this money, and this woman stole those money, and she refused to give account of it. Then I would have said, why? They did not give me any concrete evidence that Ngozi was the one that betrayed Simon Ekpa. That such accusation was not there. So tell me why somebody get up all of a sudden after 2 days that Simon Ekpa was taken out from us, and every of them become a tiger against this woman without no tangible reason, and people are following them. It will not be well with them. I end my submission now. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you for that wonderful contribution. Ocean Monster, are you there? I guess Ocean is busy. So we have really hitting it up today. And I think I'm going to be rounding up the program now. We're going to be rounding up the program. So my beloved brother, Christian. My beloved brother, Christian, please give us your closing remark. Let's round up. Give your speech and closing remark so I can round up the program.
Okay, bro, choose. Then we just, you've spent quite a lot. Okay, so we, as usual, let's just keep pushing on. And by the grace of God, tomorrow again we'll be here. So Biafrans, keep on pushing. Don't look back. Keep on walking. Don't look back. God bless you all. Bye.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother Christian. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. My brother Greg, are you there? Go ahead. Give your give your closing remark.
Thank you, Biafrans. And as we are about to close today, I just want to say, may God bless all the Biafrans. Please do not go on break. Continue fighting with whatever you have. If you have prayer, put your prayer more fire. We need it more than ever now. We need prayer. Nobody's telling you that you don't need prayer. We need prayer, and we need finance, and we need equipment. All those things are allowed. They are all allowed. So please, keep on pushing, just like Brother Christian said. Push with whatever you have. Push with whatever you have. And the men and the ground will pray for you. All the Biafra Army and Biafra Defense Force. Our prayers go for you, to you, that you will not labor in vain. And open your eyes and know who is honest. And ask questions before you act. That is my message to all Biafran and to the Biafra army. So thank you, my brother, Chris, and my brother, Chus. May God bless you and bless all the Biafrans as we end for today's program. God bless you. Bye.
Bless you too, my brother. Thank you so much for your amazing support and constant message to the Biafran people. I appreciate you. And I thank every Biafran that have observed the sit at home today. You can see the video of the sit at home rolling there. Biafrans are resolute. We are demanding for the unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu, and we will continue to demand until he is fully released. And I bet you, the genuine freedom of Nnamdi Kanu will come with Biafra coming. If we do not have Biafra, everything we are saying, I can bet you that they are not real. They will deceive you, give him bail, and later they come out to take him out. But I bet you we will not accept that. I appreciate everyone that participated on this sit at home. Biafra will continue to be that lockdown. The same way, every Monday we will continue. It is a referendum, and we will continue until we get to the promised land. We are not looking back. I can see my brother Ocean Monster have unmuted. If you have time now, you can speak. We are rounding up.
Okay. Thank you, Maz Chuk Survival. And I greet you all Biafrans according by your time zone. Thank you for always coming and doing the needful and doing justice to some issue. Biafrans, just like what our brother here have said, I want to add my voice by thanking every Biafran, wherever you are. Those who are at the homeland, observing this sit at home, observing this referendum, observing this call, that Biafrans will continue to stay or sit at home until Nnamdi Kanu is unconditionally released.
Yes.
That is the point. The world have seen it. Nobody is forcing any Biafrans to sit or to protest in this manner of sitting at home. Biafrans are doing it willingly, with wholeheartedness. Biafrans have resolved on this call of sitting at home until our leader is totally free and Biafra is restored. On this note, Finland should take note of this as well, because it's part of the thing that they accuse our PM of. Exactly. They can see it since the taking of our PM to questions. The sit at home have continued the way it is. There's a battle going on in Okigwe State. BM is not there, but the battle is ongoing every now and then, meaning that Biafrans have resolved to free themselves, because freedom is not given, but is taken. If they refuse to do what is right, then we have to take our freedom, because we cannot live in our own land as slaves. We cannot live in the hand of foreigners, in the hands of those who comes terrorizing and killing us. It will never be. It will never happen, because in Europe it's not acceptable. In America it's not acceptable. So in our land, Biafran, in African continent, it's not acceptable as well. Now, having said that, somebody was talking about no, I saw the video you played here when El Rufai was say that when they catch the terrorists, Fulani herdsmen, that they lack the capacity to take them to court. This is what a governor have said, and is not ashamed to say this on television, national television, that they lack the capacity to take the killers, terrorists to court. What does that tells everybody who listens to that message?
What a shame.
What a shame. How will you explain that? That you, in a country where you have army, you have security, you have every security apparatus, you have justice system, but you can quickly take those who want to defend themselves to court. You don't even take them to court, you kill them. Instantly, without any iota of regret. Yesterday, I saw VDM in Benue State, where he was swearing that he didn't know that people are protesting. He just went there to take video of the 107 people was massacred, the ones that have been found there, and the governor could not say anything. And when the Benue citizens blocked the road on protest and they went after the terrorists themselves, immediately police surfaced and littered everywhere. And the question is, so this number of police exists in Nigeria, this number of armies exist in Nigeria, but they could not go after terrorist Fulani herdsmen who comes and kill at will with number of hours, no intervention. What a shame. And today, a former governor who have killed, almost annihilate Southern Kaduna people, which is part of these people because he is aware of what happened. They all are master planning this very situation, because all of us knew what that man did in Southern Kaduna while he was governor.
Yes.
Now he said that they could not have the capacity to take invaders from foreign country to Nigerian court. And those who was able to capture and hand over to police, what do? They release them. They release them back with their guns, with their AK-47, not with guns. AK-47, call it. How is it?
And push them to Biafra land.
And push them to go and kill in Biafra land. Where does that happen in the world? But for sure, our PM have said it and Nnamdi Kanu have said it. It's either freedom or die. We cannot hand our children this battle over, and they cannot come to take our land, kill our moms, our wives, and our children, and we loot them just like that. No, it will not happen. Self-defense is not a crime. If you remember mass survivor, prior to 2015, when the former president once took over, the former police boss then called on every person that have pump action, that is hunters gone, to return it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Throughout Biafran land, they make sure that everybody returns their own. And that was, most of us were saying that there's something more bigger than that. Because nobody, how can you call the hunters to bring out their guns? Whatever you will have to defend yourself, they call it back. And immediately that happened, they just freed the gate. All the borders. These people came with all the sophisticated weapons. And today, look at what they are doing. Anyway, the Benue people as well, this is a lesson that all of us and other ones will learn from. What is going on in Benue and Plateau State? Benue people, Plateau people was laughing when Autumn was fighting the battle. Autumn cried, and called all of them to put mouth. They refused. And at the time, Autumn tell, I think it was Lalong then, he told him, he said, if you want to keep quiet, but it will go round. It's not long. Look at what is happening in Plateau State. Look at it. The strong man in Benue, a Masu survivor, if you remember him, was taken down. Yes. That guy is a fighter. that guy is a warrior, and they lured him. They say they want to give him amnesty. Yes.
Yeah.
On his way going, I think Orton give him some note and government backup. On his way going, these people stop him and take him out. Yes, take him out there. And Orton came out. The former governor came out and was crying. And he said, okay, even as at that, let them give him back off the documents that he gave that guy while he was coming for that mission. Just imagine the betrayal. Orton did whatever he could do. But because of this, how powerful these people are, they have taken over every security you think about. When a governor gives order, his order is meaningful. Yes, his order is the order of the governor is meaningless. They will tell you they're waiting for order from Abuja, order from here, from there. What does that mean? Today, I see people predicting, saying what the US have predicted in many years ago, that in 2030, that Nigeria will disintegrate. And we are in 2025. What are you seeing? Biafrans all over the world. What are you seeing, Nigerians? If in a country whereby there is army, if in a country where there is security apparatus, these people will come and take out the entire community. The entire community, no intervention. And when they want to send intervention, what do? They take jet up, and that jet will go and throw bomb where Christians are living, where the people that you're supposed to protect, you go and kill them. They are running from the enemy, the terrorist that comes to kill them, and immediately your jet or helicopter come, you go and throw bomb on the innocent ones. What does it tell you? So, Biafrans, I will call on all of us. Everybody should stand firm, stand strong. Remember, there are enemies within and enemies out there. The ones they are using now, they are using them for distraction, so that they will take you, they will put you into confusion, whether to contribute or not to contribute, whether to donate or not to donate, so that they will achieve their mission and their goal. But we will not allow that. Let us continue to work hard and continue to donate for our survival, so that they will not get us. Because at this stage we are, if we dare look back, if we dare relent, that means think about the force they will come with and what will befall the Igbo nation, the Biafran land in general. And as at that, you know the history. March to Survival, thank you for this opportunity. I know you are almost closing, so let me not take long at this time, but we have to be strong. Thank you, Biafrans at home, and thank you, the Biafran Liberations Army, all of you that are standing firm and rain, on sun, and upon all the things you're going through. You all have seen what is going on. You know the government that is right standing with you, and government that is meaningful for Biafra. So whenever you want to come out to speak, you know where to direct your words. Thank you. May God bless you, protect you as you protect our lands, and protect us as we go home in no distant time. I so yield. God bless you all. You can always get better.
Yeah. Thank you so much, my beloved brother. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for that amazing, amazing speech. It is not easy. Most of us that are here are busy. So many of them that are speaking on this platform are speaking from their offices where they are working. They just take out their break, take out 1 or 2 minutes and speak to Biafra. It's not easy. That's to show the commitment, how we are committed to this cause of Biafra. Many people you see that are coming online here to speak, they are at work. They speak from their working places. The very little time we have off time, we just come out and we say what we have to say. Some of us, immediately coming back from our work, we just log in. Even in our busy schedule, we are always there. So it's because of the commitment, because of the love, because of what we actually, it is a matter of life and death. We are not doing it for anybody. It is for us to have a nation where human beings can exist. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect every Biafran that have been part of this program today, those who have participated on this sit at home, wherever you are, and you are sitting at home, Chukwu Okukabiyama will continue to guide and protect you, provide and bless you. Whatever you have lost today, any business you have lost today because of the sit at home, tomorrow is another day and you are going to get it back in double fold. Do not be discouraged. Do not be frightened. Biafran land will definitely be secured. Nigeria is gone and gone for good. It is gone. There is nothing remaining. If anybody is telling you something remaining somewhere, it is gone. That is why it is important that we protect ourselves. It is very important that we protect ourselves. If we don't, protect ourselves now, it will be very, very bad in time to come. So each time you see us come here and we are calling on Biafran to protect themselves, we are doing it because it is the right thing to do, and it is now. You must support the Liberation Army of Biafra by looking towards the government that is doing the job for you. Make your contribution and make sure you put something in. It is terrible. It is not going to get better. If you think you can, including those ones who are claiming to be one Nigerianist. Some of them, what they are very good at is complain. Every time something happens, they will come and complain. You see their platform, they complain and talk and talk and talk. After talking, no solution. They can't even be bold to talk about solution. And I'm going to play few of them that we got their videos that are complaining about the situation. These are one Nigerianists. But as shameful as it is, some of them, they know that this thing is not going to work. But they continue to pretend because they want to be in the front line. They continue to pretend until when that one Nigeria happened to them directly. Let's listen to these few videos before we end the program.
This is your boy Bishops. I'm here with Amy and Charles. Currently, there's a serious crisis along Makurdi Road, and this is a warning to any northerner. Please, if you're from the north, don't even pass Makurdi Road. It's terrible. It's horrible. Even the military cannot even contain the mayhem. As I'm talking to you currently, right now, there's a massive attack by Fulani, and the TV youths have decided to take law into their hands. They block the road, destroying cars, burning cars. If you are from the northern extraction, don't even pass this road. If you see this, just turn back, and please communicate to anybody from the north. Don't even pass Makurdi Road right now. I mean, it wasn't easy for us to pass. And you can see people on the road. People are trekking to Makurdi because of the attack. And it's unfortunate that it's like we don't even have a security structure in this country anymore. If the security has failed, please let the government give people license to own weapons. I'm telling you that Benue people are warriors. They can defend themselves. Trust me. Give them a leveling playing ground. Let them defend themselves, because it is becoming very, very clear. It's becoming ebullient that the government has failed, and the government, the body language of the government, cannot stick this or nip this at the boat. Please, if you're from northern extraction, avoid Makurdi Road. It's very dangerous. In short, from Lafia to Makurdi, just turn back and go back home for your own safety. Sign out here.
You have had it. Everywhere is chaos and warning. And these are, some of them are supporting one Nigeria. They are asking if the country has failed completely, 100% failed. They continue to lie to you. They continue to manage it. They continue to pretend it's going to be better. But I bet you it will even get worse. Biafrans, it is either now or never. Prepare to go home. Let's play another one here, another one. And look at how they cry and complain. Fake people everywhere.
Citizens of Nigeria. So like this, the way this matter they go now, we are fatherless in this country. We have always known that we are motherless. But now, it's officially confirmed that we are fatherless. If not, 200 people buy for Benue. Presidency no year. Presidency no year. Akim Murio Kwana. What you na the third president? But if to say now, people where they come from PDP can't join APC. When I go down update Baba say, some people have decamped, they have come to join you the presidency. Tinubu, you are becoming a thief. Your Excellency, you want to rob us of democracy. It's like your plan is becoming obvious. You want to steal this country called Nigeria. If not, how possible is it that Pope in Rome is sympathizing with us? All over the news, there are killings in Benue. Insecurity has taken siege of this country. And my president has refused to announce it. Sir, you want to steal this country from us, and we will not agree. Now that you have turned us to opposition, no problem. Shebi, when they were doing campaign, Amber, they say, someone who gets mental case on a campaign. My president said, now only. Simple. President too is only. You want to steal this country from us. Because now they are beginning to talk of you becoming a live president. It will not happen, no. Because you are such a heartless president. Fatherless, man with a fatherless spirit. Wife, motherless. Father, fatherless. You people are just concerned about 2027 and how to win or rig or take election. Any of the above. You are doing projects that they are using to steal and siphon money. We are talking of insecurity. How can 200 people buy in a country and all they are posting on presidential page is Happy Father's Day? Happy Father's Day. At any time contract here, at any time congratulate a country from us. Ọlọ́run ní fún yín ṣe. Baba Jagaban, Ọlọ́run ní fún yín ṣe. Tálàárọ̀ bá ní kó kẹ́rì ṣe, ọlọ́sàn ò ní jẹ́ ẹ̀rí ṣe. Tọ́lọ́sàn bá jẹ́ kẹ́rì ṣe, alálẹ̀ ò ní jẹ́ ẹ̀rí ṣe. Thank God you don't have any life left in you. Your 9 lives have gone. The only thing you are trying to do now, you want to make yourself lifetime kill you there. Lifetime kill president there. Lifetime poor. Time life me. And only thieves. You want to take this country that belongs to we, our inheritance, our motherland, our beloved country, our great Nigeria. You want to turn it into a one-family state. We are not part of this one. We are definitely not part of this, and we will never be part of this. So braven up and get ready for the opposition dragging.
You see, cry one Nigeria. After crying, shouting, adding your drama, you are talking about a country. There has never been a country before. There will not be a country. And there is no plan to have a country. This is a fact that everybody should know. But these people, they come and cry. Oh, human rights activists. Oh, you talk this, talk that, talk that. Cry and call names, call Turubu this, call like this, call this, Nigeria this. At the end of the day, she is talking about one Nigeria. Your country. Which do you have any country? There has never been a country. There will not be a country. And there is no plan to have a country. But they fail to speak this truth to people that people should follow. Pursue disintegration of the zoo. Create a country according to people that have the same value system. Only that and that alone can settle the matter without a gunshot. Create country among people that have the same value system. The strategy is already there. The country have created itself. The Biafra land, Oduduwa land, the Middle Belt, and the Arewa. As simple as that, and this problem will die a natural death. Until you do that, you will continue to complain. You will continue to shout. Every day you come and you act your drama. We will watch, and we will use it as a program. While the Janjaweed will continue to take your life. For Biafra land, we are going to defend our life with everything we have. Defend our land, and we will continue to do so. May Chukwu Okike Abịama continue to guide and protect every Biafrans. May Chukwu Okike Abịama continue to guide and protect our Deputy Prime Minister. May Chukwu Okike Abịama continue to guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku. May Chukwu Okike Abịama guide and protect our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafran shall prosper, and no weapon formed or fashioned against our leaders shall prosper. Thank you for being part of this program. I will see you tomorrow, same time. Please like and share if you have not done so. Stay blessed.
Yeah, my dear, on the beat. team, mommy in Kechi. A rapper don't tell she the kneel for grave where my UJ day. Papa Emeka, don't blind from growing. Pikin don't fall, now watch up, I'm raw. Me self, they shake my hand, no feel. Yesterday we laughed, today now dust we more. If we don't stop this night where we they share, tell me who go sing for the ones we know, babe.
She need the voice from under the soil. Brother, no let my blood turn to oil. Little Ada they ask where my papa go. Her small hand they shake, she knows I be this woe. I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
No, make we try yo. Back up in the day.
I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts, we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
Oh, make we try, oh.
Back up joints with the trembling, oh. Hey. If we no join now, our children go so.
Plain to see. If you want freedom, take pride in your country. If you want democracy, hold on to your sovereignty. And if you want peace, love your nation. Wise leaders always put the good of their own people and their own country first. The future does not belong to globalists. The future belongs to patriots. The future belongs to sovereign and independent nations who protect their citizens, respect their neighbors, and honor the differences that make each country special and unique. It is why we in the United States embarked on an exciting program.